Alright, hi, I'm Michael.
I'm Nash.
And today we're going to be filming a game called Place Value Knockout. Now, the people who subscribe to our YouTube channel or follow our Facebook page will have seen this game before, but over time, when Nash and I have been playing it, we've actually modified the rules a little bit, and we feel like this new version is so good that it's worth sharing again with you guys. So, to play, each player needs 10 counters. So if you're playing at school, I've got my 10 counters of one colour in there. And a really good idea if you're a teacher for school is to have some counters that are split up into different colours, because when you're playing games like this with kids, you want them to be able to go and grab those counters quickly. You don't want them all in a big giant tub. So these are just disposable rice containers. But in terms of playing at home, you may not have coloured counters at home. So Nash, what are you using for your 10 things?
Lego people.
So you're using 10 Lego people?
I'm going to do something after this.
Yeah. Now the aim of the game is we're trying to get rid of our 10 counters. So the first person to get rid of their 10 counters or 10 Lego people win. So counters, we've got a piece of paper and a texture each. Now the board, this is very, very easy to make. So it is just 6 columns by 4 rows. And we've got 1,000 column here. So we go 6,000, 5,000, 4,000, hundreds, tens and ones. So you could make that up in 28 seconds. And 4 dice. Now, the dice are just regular 6-sided dice. Now, we are using the ones with the numerals on them today instead of the dots. If you've got these, again, if you're a classroom teacher and you've got these are better for this sort of game because you're using these to make a 4-digit number. But if you're at home and you don't have them, the game works just as well with a regular 6-sided dice. You need 4 of them. So you might need to raid your board game collection. All right, so Nash, do you want to go first?
No, I want you to go first.
Okay, so when it's your turn, take the dice, you roll them, and you use the dice to make a 4-digit number. Now, the first turn, it doesn't really matter, does it, Nash, where you put your... So I'm going to go 4,421, and then you need to put the tokens on the boxes that make up that number. So 4,421, and then I'm going to write my number down here, 4,421, and we'll talk about why we do that later. All right, Nash, your turn.
Now, can I knock you off? Do I have any force? No, so I can't knock you off from there. I'll go here, so can I have a 2? Yes, I can knock you off there. And a 1.
So you're going to do 21.
21. And then that.
Okay, now as Nash is putting his tokens down, I'll explain what the different rule is. So the new rule we've made is that you can bump the other person off a square. So you can see Nash was being really strategic then and trying to think about which one of my tokens he could knock off. So 6,320. Beautiful. And 1. So you give that back to me.
1. Yeah.
So now, as well as thinking about place value concepts, we're also thinking strategically. Now, Nash, you record that number down while you're doing that.
What was it?
6,321.
6,000.
While he's doing that, I have my next turn. And 21.
21.
All right, so I want to go, make that maybe 40.
Yeah.
300. So I'll go 340. Now, what else can I knock off of yours? No, hold on. No, I won't go 40. I'll go 24. 324. So I'll go Nash, 3,324.
Right.
So 3,300. See you, Jar Jar. And 24. And then I would write my number down again.
Yes, I'm perfect.
And the game continues like this until one player is able to get rid of all of their 10 tokens. So Nash, we'll pass it over to you.
Okay. Let's see what ones I can knock off. I've got lots of ones, but you're not on.
Okay? Okay, so 6,000, that's good. Where do I want to put? I'll put the 1 in the ones column. And no. Okay, so hold on. Maybe I'll make this 4,000.
No, I didn't want to knock off my sandpaper.
Okay, well you can see what I do in a second, then you can work out where you want to put that. 51, that's good, and 600.
Alright, I'll put it.
So hold on. Okay, so you can swap them if you want to keep the sand person on.
I'll do that judgment off.
Okay, so 4,651. So Nashi, I've only got 3 tokens left, so I go 4,000. Jar Jar's gone.
Yeah.
650, and that's it. I've won. So, if you want to make the game longer, obviously you just increase the number of tokens. We've been experimenting, and 10 seems to be a pretty short game. You're probably looking at about a 10-minute game. So a couple other things to note about the game. One is it's a really good opportunity to practice reading numbers as you're playing. So after every roll, I've been asking Nash, can you read that number for me? But the other thing that's really good about this is at the end of the game, you would have generated a list of numbers from the game. And as a classroom teacher, you could then use those numbers for an activity. Like you could be asking the children to order the numbers, to make them with materials, to do a whole bunch of things with them. So that's the idea of writing the numbers down as you play. And one last thing I'll say is this game actually works better as a 3-player game. So we played it the other day with 3 of us, and it actually works really good when you've got 3 people, because then when you're rolling your digits, you're also thinking, well, who should I be knocking off? Because you've got the choice of knocking off player 1 or player 2. So it works really well as a 3-player game as well. So that's Place Value Knockout. We hope you enjoy it.
Bye.
And we'll see you next time.
And
Oh, hold on. You want to show them something? Okay.
I'm going to show you these sand people. This was one I got from my friends, and I traded it for a Java, and these are 3 other ones I made today.
So maybe show them without your fingers on them, darling, so the camera can see. And show the ones you made.
This one, and this one, and this one. They're the 3 I made. Bye.